Today I'm going to replace the lower outer tail light assembly on my 2010 Volvo XC70 wagon. As you can see here, there's a hole in the lens, and unfortunately on this model you cannot simply replace the lens. You have to replace the whole lower unit. I ordered a new tail light from Volvo Parts. And they charged me $140 for this. That does not include tax or shipping. And the part number is 31395073. It's for the right tail lamp. So the first thing you really need to do is remove this top panel. And there happens to be a hex nut or screw under this lighting housing. So the first thing is to pull this light off, and to do it carefully because there are two plastic hooks, and they look like they could be broken very easily. So we'll try and remove those gently. So I just wanted to show what the inside of the that rear light looked like. There are two tabs here, and then there are two tabs there. So with the light off, go ahead and unclip it. And you'll see now the screw that needs to come undone. With an 8mm socket, you can remove that. With that done, the next step is to remove this panel here, this side panel, which comes off pretty easily. Next, we just need to lower the right part of the back seat, and then we have this long panel that needs to come off. To remove this panel, there is a screw, a hex screw in here, and there is one there. So I'm using an 8mm socket, and then I just finger loosen that and stick it into my handy bin, and do the same for the next one. So for this screw here, because I just removed the hex nut there, or bolt there, I need a Torx bit. I've got this little multi-head screwdriver. This whole panel, as you can see, is loose. And I'm going to come over here and give this a little tug. So now it's popped out from the seatbelt retractor. So with that out, I can lift this corner up, and the whole assembly pulls out, and I'm just going to slide that to the side, and that exposes where the tail light will screw into the body. Okay, so there are three hex heads. The first is above the bulb. The second is below the bulb towards the outside of the fender, and then the third, go down to this port, is sort of across from the last one, and it's towards the door. Using a 10mm socket, I'm going in and I'm going to remove this. So that's off, and I put it in my little box. And now I'm going to do the same for the next one, which is down here. You need little hands to get in here. But I'm doing the same thing. So for this last one, I need to put the 10mm socket on the head of my screwdriver handle. And I'm going to peel this back and go in and undo this. So with those nuts off, I now need to remove this plastic covering, which isn't very hard. There are just a series of Torx head screws that go around, so we'll do that next. Okay, using our Torx head T20 bit, go around here and just start removing these guys. This is the second one. So I have a separate plastic container here just since I'm outside the car where I'm putting pieces for the bumper cover. There's a third one down here. Okay, I've got a different handle for my T20 head, and now I'm just undoing that. I'm going to the other side. So I've removed these three on the driver's side. And now we go to this. There are 1, 2, 3, and 4 under the back of the car. So those are done. So last but not least, we have these 2 Torx screws. Okay, so with this piece of trim, just have to grab and get your fingers under and pull. So you can see there's some teeth there. And gently pry this off. So now I'm going to an 8mm socket head to remove these 3. So with my new light and this piece, I'm going to put that like so. So I've reattached this bracket. I've plugged the light in. I am now going to test the light to make sure that the brakes and turn signal and emergency flasher all work perfectly. And now I'm just going to backtrack through the process, and I'm going to remount this, attach this. Bumper trim is all on, no surprises, went on very easily. So now I'm ready to put the 3 nuts back onto the back of the light. Nuts are on, and now all I need to do is replace the panel. So I've snapped the panel in. Now I just need to put this screw in. So then we replace the screws that go into these 2 holes, which are these guys. And now for the panel that will fit up here.